Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. This quote may or may not sound familiar to you all. It was written by a man named Paul in a letter to a group of people called apostles. Now, Paul had a very close relationship with a very famous man in our history known as Jesus. By the end of this presentation, you'll understand why I chose this career path with this specific organization. My name is Shay Slesser, and upon my graduation, I would like to work for an organization called the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, also known as FCA. And in the next 5 minutes, I will discuss with you what the industry is and what they're involved in, 2, the organization's background information, and 3, the related jobs that are available within this organization. I'd like to kindly ask you to hold your questions until the end of the presentation. So first, I'd like to talk about the purpose of FCA and what their industry entails. So founded in 1954, FCA challenges athletes and coaches of all levels, from professional, college, high school, and junior high, and youth levels. Their purpose and mission statement is to touch the hearts of millions through sport and reach every athlete and coach with the transformational power of Jesus Christ. FCA uses the gospel to serve in local communities and engage, equip, and empower coaches and athletes. By doing so, their hope is to lead every coach and athlete in a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and his church. And so in saying this, it's important to keep in mind that an organization is only as strong as the leader's mission statement and vision for the organization. So secondly, I'd like to discuss the company's background credentials. So the founder of FCA was a young basketball coach by the name of Don McLennan, and his heart was touched by God. He asked for a 5-minute meeting with a man named Branch Rickey. If you don't know who Branch Rickey is, he was an American baseball player and a sports executive that was named the most influential figure in sports in the 20th century by ESPN. So dude was a big deal. And that 5-minute meeting that Don had with Branch turned into a 5-hour meeting. And in the discussion, John brought up the question, if athletes are allowed to drink and smoke and endorse those things as athletes, why can't they endorse this thing that life is all about? And so the organization held its first monumental national camp in 1956 with the camp theme, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And the organization grew vastly larger than their annual, through their annual camps, conferences, television specials, their own magazine publications, and sports-specific ministries developing now at a worldwide level. And as of today, they have handed out over 2 million Bibles to people across the globe in 107 countries, and just this year have hosted over 24,000 camp attendees. So of course, the only way to fulfill their mission is to be able to reach an audience. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes provides resources such as personal growth devotionals, step-by-step step-by-step training for ministry through coaches and athletes, virtual ministry magazine collections, sports camps, and campus huddles. They're most commonly known for their involvement in middle schools, high schools, and college campuses. I am currently a leader of the FCA organization at the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi College campus. And I have the privilege to witness God's miraculous love through my sport and teammates while additionally developing my own love and foundation in Christ. And I furthermore was able to personally attend this camp, this FCA camp, a part of FCA Texas in College Station. It was a sports camp. And I was able to lead these middle school volleyball players and to see them improve in the sport of volleyball while also witnessing their impact and personal relationship grow with Christ was an experience I had never had before, and it was an experience I will never forget. And with my personal impact through this camp and through my involvement with the people a part of FCA Texas A&M Corpus Christi, I can personally attest that this organization has changed my life, not only from a perspective as an athlete, but in how I want to continue to approach the way I view life and the way I take on life all together. And so although Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a nonprofit organization, they do hire permanent job positions, hence my interest in working for them after I graduate. So these full-time job positions include field administration, support center involving finances, media, technology, and communications, and international field ministry. Part-time job positions available through FCA include coaching staff, local ambassadors, campus associates, and a variety of different event staff coordinators. But they're only year-long positions and year-long commitments, so those are only part-time positions. And my heart for collegiate student athletes, along with the Lord's impact on my life because of my experiences through FCA, leads to my personal desire in securing a full-time position in FCA's field ministry. And so this job would allow me to be the head of FCA over an entire college campus, and in having that position, I would organize campus events, multi-sport huddles, team huddles, and grow a relationship with my athletes. And so, in conclusion, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes not only treats its employees with the utmost respect and love, it stands for something I am extremely passionate about. And as I've stated, FCA places its core mission on spreading the good news of the gospel to encourage and uplift coaches and athletes not only across America but across the world. They focus on preaching these core values to coaches and athletes of all ages through athletic organizations of all levels, through huddles, camps, and relationship with one another. They hire many different positions for a variety of reasons, but all aim to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. And so I hope this has been an enlightening presentation, further clarifying what FCA does for its employees and how the organization strives to make an impact on its communities. And so if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them now. Thank you.